Oh my god, Crispy, look at his butt.
It's so big. Oh my
I
god.
I already have my pencil and paper.
Dun 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 dun
Starting
He
off
dun.
looks
strong
like one of
today.
those VTubers' girlfriends.
Uh-oh. Wait, we're not doing that, are we?
Oh no. What horrors are you referencing? We just
No,
started.
please.
I like bath water and I cannot lie. Okay.
Welcome,
There we
everyone.
go.
For those of you just joining, I'm so sorry that we're starting this way, but here we are. I'm really glad that I made the stream description what I did today. So
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe.
that's a movie I need to watch.
Or
Hey,
a show
Zork.
series.
Hello.
It's
Welcome
a
back.
Zorkenstorm.
Welcome back to the stream. So, today we are going to start by playing the creature game. However, I believe last time you had a caveat, Storm, that you wanted to do something wholesome or cute versus... Well, let me just pull up last time.
Or all
there
the
it is.
previous times, for that matter.
I mean, that one was pretty horrifying when you look at it, you know.
Yeah.
Me getting cheese out of the fridge at 2 in the morning, like... I wish I was joking, but yeah, I'm the kind of guy that microdoses cheese, so...
I had an idea. We should make cards of these things.
Hey,
I mean,
Ramshackle.
I would absolutely love to make cards and or stickers. I mean, cards is easy because we just talk to, you know...
Hey there, Ace
God.
McHammer.
I'm having a brain fart right now, and I feel bad about it.
So somebody was suggesting, or Ramshackle's
Diggy.
suggestion.
Digi, he likes the magic cards, that's right.
Yeah. Ramshackle was saying, idea for Crispy. A Furby
Yes.
Transformer, but his face is also a Furby.
That's horrifying.
But yeah, no. Okay, so, to explain to anyone in the audience that's new to this show, first of all, I apologize for nothing. And secondly, Andy has this game he showed us where we collectively take turns putting forward elements of a creature and design kaijus, which is to say large monsters from Japanese myth and otherwise. And so we're about to play that, and Crispy will draw it.
Yes, definitely not
Kaiju
drawn.
either. I think lately we've been doing like cryptids and shit.
It kind of has turned into a cryptid game, which, you know, honestly, I don't care what it is, if it's kaiju or
It's
monster or whatever.
universal. Like, I'd actually want to. I want to make a version of it where you're making like a battle monster, like a Pokemon or a Digimon, something that evolves.
Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. That'd be
Well,
fun.
yeah.
Hold on,
Ace
need to
McHammer says no
traumatize-
ducks, but Mad Ducks isn't even here.
I need to
Nor a
traumatize him real
Psyduck.
quick. Hold on.
Whipped says Zork.
Cryptid time.
Hey, Quinlist. A cryptid. Kaiju sort of implies larger than human, though that's a very wide range.
I usually think kaiju is like Godzilla, like Titanic size. Like,
Mm-hmm. Well,
why
I
do
mean,
you have a D6?
here, let me roll it. I got it.
I gotta finish this duck real quick for...
I'm just wondering because,
For
like,
Blackhammer.
I mean, I could roll for you, but I, you know.
Okay, here we are. That is a 5.
Oh, okay. Well, if we want to start it off, okay. Storm Song, tail.
Okay. Let's think here. That was an interesting place to start. We're gonna go with like a beaver tail.
Okay, we're going weird.
Do you think a Speedo is too much for Twitch?
No.
Cool.
Again,
Fitness
this platform allows us to play Persona 5 on it, and there is an entire castle where the main villain wears Speedos.
Well, I guess he feels comfortable, you know.
Okay, so, next one, Andy.
Duck Samurai versus Mutant Furby. That is a hell of a title.
Hold on a minute. For some reason,
Speaking
like
of
a
the card
Titanic,
maker
like,
himself,
a
hey, Digi. It's been a while.
Hey, did you?
We were just talking about you and your magic cards that you make. Because Andy
So
said
what
that
were
we
you
should
saying,
turn
Andy?
some of these into magic cards.
Give me 1 second. I don't know. I typed something and like everything erased, so I gotta redo it.
News.
You know, I think this is a good warm-up drawing to do here.
All right, Crispy. Roll a d6 if you want to.
Oh, yeah,
I
one
can roll
sec.
4 crispy if you like.
Yeah, actually. What was the first one, by the way?
Beaver tail.
He got a beaver tail.
Oh, okay, okay.
That is a 3.
Alright. What do I got, Andy?
3 arms.
Arms. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go with, lobster claws.
All right.
Oh, shit. I just realized I wasn't playing music this entire time. My bad. There we go.
All right. It's my turn.
Yes.
Oh, let me check. I may have missed a DM from you. Sorry if I did, Digi. I get a lot of DMs from people, both because of, like, various things and because I'm mod and all that wonderful jazz.
Yeah.
Ooh!
He gets the D.
Basically, the body. I got the body. Something just with a big pot belly.
Alright. Oh, God. This is turning into, like, a Cajun stew of a cryptid. I like how we were like, we're gonna make a wholesome creature, and this is where we're at.
Oh yeah,
Wholesome-
I forgot. Oh no. Well, you know.
No, it's fine. We can work with Potbelly. We can work with Potbelly.
Or just make it chubby, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be well. To be honest with you, you said lobster claw, you know.
I know I did. I can make it cute. We can work with this.
We're gonna make it like
Okay,
a
so-
cute. We're gonna make a cute tyrannid.
So my turn?
Yes.
Yeah. You could just flip a coin. No, you can do a d6.
1.
Just fill in that.
Head. You get the head again.
Okay.
I wish I could make an app that would like randomly generate the part, and then I could just push it again, and it won't choose the next one.
I'm always concerned when Storm gets the head.
Let's see.
That didn't sound right. God,
We're gonna go with a turtle head.
Turtle head. Okay.
Oh, you know what? No. Let's one back on that. We're gonna go with like a triceratops head.
Okay. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. I'm also internally giggling at turtle head, but you know.
Yeah, as soon as I thought about it, I was like, nope. We're changing this before Crispy can fuck it up.
I wasn't gonna draw that on stream. Jesus.
Yeah, you would, and you know it.
I mean, in a representation, perhaps, but I mean, when you think, I just had a cursed thought about Pokemon that I shouldn't say, but
All right, Crispy. You know, either roll dice or flip the coin.
oh yeah, hold on. Let me roll dice. D6. All right. 1.
Legs.
Oh. I'm gonna go with elephant feet, like elephant legs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess I get the last one, unless you want to give it away or something like that.
Let's let chat decide. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 6. Whoever says it right first gets to decide the last body part.
The last body part is something special, like a mane or wings or spikes or.
A little flare, I guess you could say.
I guess in this case, maybe a cutie mark
Zork,
or
you got
something
it.
like that.
It's Zork. It's Storm. Storm. Zork. Swear to God, Zork, you get to pick. What's the thing that we add on?
Man.
So, and this is a special feature, right?
Yeah, something extra.
Yeah, special flair.
This could be like the weird cybernetics that some Digimon get, or it could be like a hat.
Or wings, or just...
Yeah. All the unrelenting horror of existence.
And remember, we are trying to go for relatively wholesome on this one.
Yeah. Dress him up like
a Cajun chef.
Yes, I can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all coming together here.
So, now that you're thinking about that...
I wonder if I should change the claws to something else. I don't know. I know we don't do, like, takesies, backsies, but I'm like...
I mean... he's got a Triceratops head, so claws on a Triceratops head and a beaver tail. That's just... He's just a hodgepodge.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the beaver tail, so never mind.
The Cajun hodgepodge chef. Or let's see if something more...
Old Gumbo. I don't know.
Old Gumbo.
Ogobo actually might be a good one.
Ogobogo. I think that's actually...
Well, that sounds like Ogopogo, which is a red monster.
Yeah, it's a Canadian one.
we can spell O like... No.
I thought Ogopogo was New York. Maybe it is Canada.
Here, I have the thing open right now. It says Lake Okanagan, Canada.
Okay, so it is Canada. All right.
Now, but it may not just be isolated.
Well, the thing is,
call it like the Cajun does.
Well, New York has like Champ, I think, and so there's multiple ones. I also just realized I'm basically making Among Us right now. So
Among Us.
Obungus.
Obungus.
Humunga Bungus. Oh boy, Mungus. Oh boy, Chungus.
Okay, I know the name. Gumbalops.
Gumbalops. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Gumbalop.
Yep. Now it feels like a Pokemon.
Might be.
Do you know anything about the cryptid called the Loveland Frog?
I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it off the top of my head.
Okay. I'm just looking through lists of cryptids.
Yeah. Like, I'm not super versed in cryptids. I know a good number, but, there's definitely a lot out there that are just really...
So yours is more like...
Go ahead and find, like, a local cryptid.
Like for me?
Or maybe when I say local, I mean state local, or something that, doesn't...
I mean...
Okay.
We got the Squamp, so that's pretty fun.
So a lot of ours are like American Southwest stuff, so Tommyknockers, Skinwalkers, and like I don't know what a slide rock bolter is. There was a myth called like the
are what I'm familiar with.
There was a myth about the Vampire of Lafayette, but that was... Well, that's more of like a local legend. Here, let me look it up.
I don't think he would drive a pickup truck with truck nuts. I mean, he's a Cajun chef, so I'd imagine he drives like a older Ford, maybe like a 70s Ford. He's got it filled with like traps and shit in the back. I mean, that's my guess. Because he's gonna go out, he's gonna get some crawdad. He'll go Friday up there, that go gumbo. I can't do a Cajun accent to save my life. He definitely needs to have like a big pot that he's stirring.
Okay, so I'm going to read to you guys about the Lafayette Vampire.
Interesting.
So Lafayette, Colorado is kind of a relatively I mean, it's a big town. It's not a city yet, though, so it's like, I don't know, what, 40, 50,000 people? Something
That's
like
a
that.
good
Oh,
size
here it is,
city.
30,000.
Still.
30,000 people. So they're going to be kind of up near, like, Boulder, which is north of Denver. So kind of north side of Colorado before you approach Wyoming. And so, this is a kind of a nice-ish place. It's kind of kept its small town status on purpose. But according to this article, let's see. No, I don't need Lafayette itself. I need the... Okay, so urban legend 1950s. Local youth were told by their parents that a vampire was buried in Lafayette Cemetery, and if they didn't get home by dark, the vampire would get them. This method of enforcing good behavior, similar to the La Llorona legend of Hispanic culture. So this is your classic, like, don't go into the woods at night kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Lafayette moms and dads were referencing Romanian immigrant and coal miner Theodor Gleva, who died in 1918. His grave marker in the Potterfield section on the cemetery list. Okay, so Potter's Field is where you would bury, like, either someone who had no connection to anyone, like there was no one to bury them, or like suicides grave. Or suicides or prostitutes. So, but you still, everyone is owed a burial. That was sort of the idea. And lists his birthplace as Transylvania. Granted that the guy was Romanian, but there's no confirmation he was Transylvanian. Blah blah blah.
I think that's...
Miners Museum explains that part of the world has always had a certain history behind it, particularly the Dracula story and everything. So yeah, this was these were kind of like backwoods folk, etc. At the time. So the legend evolved in subsequent decades to mimic details of Stoker's Dracula, especially Bela Lugosi's classic motion picture portrayal. Internet use in the 90s, the story increased in popularity, and visits to the grave. Theodor Golva.
Do you think that he would be wearing a tank top?
Our guy here?
Yeah.
Like a tank top and an apron.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought, was like it'd be like a tank top apron, so I guess I do need to give him like some kind of arms. It's fine.
I'm trying to find a picture of a particular kind of face that I want you to draw him having.
Yeah. So legend has it that Mr. Glava was exhumed from his grave in 1918 and had a stake of juniper driven through his heart.
Oh my.
And the youth would cite a tall, dark figure with red eyes lurking near the grave. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew a little bit about this, but I never looked into the actual thing.
That's kind of the interesting thing, is to see like part of why I find some of this stuff so fascinating is just the ones that you can see like how the legend took shape. Like, there's a lot of like with the Slenderman story, for instance. That's kind of an interesting one because we kind of saw that take shape on the internet. But there's like a lot of like real life sorts of things that kind of are similar or inspired the Slenderman story. And then of course there's the whole like actual true crime thing that happened where the two girls in Wisconsin stabbed their friend for like because they thought Slenderman was real or something like that. Although that story's more like mental health stuff, but I digress.
Yeah. So I just found the best part of this article, and I'm going to qualify for everyone. This is not from memory. I am looking at a Wikipedia article right now. I don't want anyone to think I'm like some big scholar here. Well, I am, but for other things. The most entertaining variation of the legend comes from a 1993 Rocky Mountain News newspaper article. It states that 19-year-old, I'll leave his name blank here, a knowledgeable amateur folk... A knowledgeable amateur folklorist and vampirologist who worked at Lafayette's Sonic Drive-In had gathered knowledge about Glava from old ladies who live over in the old part of town. The vampirologist, in quotations, continued. The story goes that he moved here from Transylvania with his wife, but was bitten by a wolf or something, and turned him into a vampire. He killed his wife, the neighbor buried her, and cornered him in a barn and drove a stake through his heart. A tree always grows from a vampire stake. It's what keeps him in the ground. They said that when the moon is full, his soul will rise and wander around. But it's just that, like, amateur folklorist and vampirologist who works at Sonic.
I could just imagine this guy, like, on his lunch break, trying to impress the girls. Like, yeah, did you know there's like a vampire out there? It's like from a guy that got bit by a wolf, and then he turned, and then he killed his wife. Meanwhile, she's just like scrolling on her phone, just chewing gum, like not even paying attention to him.
Yes.
All right.
I feel like I just did too real with that, but you know what? What's up?
I'm gonna give you the
Yeah,
kind of like the face.
Send me what you have in mind for the face.
I want you to have his eyes squinting, like maybe squinting more than this, like almost like he's in pain.
Wait, send it to me, Andy. Now I need to know what we're talking about. Let's see.
It's a from Ren and Stimpy, so you can imagine what kind of face it's like.
So Zork is saying no shirt, just apron.
Oh, I can do
Ramshackle
that.
popped to their back. I agree with that, Ramshackle. I like popping my back.
I could honestly, I could do for a stretch or like a trip to the chiropractor. The first time I went to a chiropractor, I'm like, this is amazing. It was just like the pop my back. I was like, oh.
There was a massage therapist I went to once, and they were like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so are you looking for, like, light or hard? I'm like, I want your angriest Russian to commit war crimes on me. And they're like, okay. We're calling in Steve.
Get in here. Oh. Significantly different from Helga.
Yeah, no, Steve was big. Steve was a very big guy.
It's like, he walks in and is like, God damn, they stack them big. Don't they know there's a gas crunch?
And while I am completely making this part up, I still choose to remember it as him looking down at me and saying, I will break you.
I hope that is actually what happened, because I love that.
In any event, it was the best massage I'd ever gotten. So many things loosened up.
Did you get his number?
No.
Damn.
Baron of Derpshire saying it was Minecraft Steve.
Oh. See, the problem with that guy was I'm just gonna think of Jack Black, because he's the Minecraft Steve. I also, the fact that there's a Jack Black action figure now, I think proves that God is dead.
Oh dear.
God is dead and we have killed him. No.
And there's no water in the
but seriously
wash
though,
the blood from our hands.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that. I'm like, what world are we in? Like, it's like, it's not even just like a stylized, like, it is literally like an action figure that just looks like Jack Black as Minecraft Steve.
I think we have reached in reference to last week's session, I think we have reached the skibbity shit bucket phase of our society.
Oh boy. We have such sights to show you.
We have such sights to show you.
Okay, I would love if there was a Pinhead where Pinhead was Droopy Dog.
Yes.
You solved the puzzle.
I think I know what my next drawing is going to be after this guy. It's going to be that.
Boy, I tell you what, we cook anything right here. You step on up, we might even cook you. I tell you what.
I gotta figure out how to draw his face. Okay, I guess it is one eye, so. You know, I'm kind of bummed that this is like the only lo-fi track I can find that is music that I can kind of vibe with. Not to say I don't like lo-fi stuff, but it's like I love this kind of music. Like, I've been listening to a lot of Hawkwind. I think I've mentioned that multiple times at this point, but seriously, Hawkwind is fucking great. There you go, Andy.
Yeah, I gotta give him like the little crow's feet too. Like he's squinting real hard.
Yeah, it's just like he's smiling for a photo and some kid has run up and kicked him in the balls or something. And he's just trying not to scream in agony.
Oh, my Rocky Mountain oysters! Oh, Lord!
Oh, my prairie oysters!
Somebody grab that boy and throw him in the pot.
Yeah.
God, the internet has ruined us, because I just was thinking of an animation of that. And then just the kid getting thrown into a fucking pot of oil. Like Smiling Friends or something. Or Super Jail.
Of course we Cajuns are aliens. Why do you think it's called Zatarans? That don't sound normal to you. I said that don't sound normal to you, does it, boy?
He definitely needs he needs a thick neck, I think. I think he needs like I don't have an Adam's apple, I have an Adam's orchard. Like, I think that's the kind of neck that he needs.
Give him like
Aliens.
3 Adam's apples.
Helion says, the internet has ruined us. The motto of the Ox.
Yeah.
You know what? Over the bulge of his belly, put
that's this entire community.
Over the bulge of his pot belly, put that slight like that line that shows that his belly button's just underneath.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta give him like a triple chin right now, and then slightly. Okay.
He's basically the fat boy of the kaiju world. Like, as in the fat boy, like, burger shop.
Tell you what, after a good old day of fighting over the giant cities, you want to come on and get something good to eat, I tell you what. Matter of fact, if you defeated your enemy, we'll just throw him in the pot.
I don't know if I've said this before, but I would love to go back in time and just show my younger self the shit that I draw now.
This is your future.
See, the thing is, though, I'd probably be like, oh, fuck yeah.
You know that comic where it's like they meet their future selves, and the third one is usually like something horrible, like...
Yeah. I know that meme quite well.
I'm so tall. Wow, I'm so pretty. And the third one's like...
Okay.
Yeah, I work at Burger King.
Okay, so he's getting, like, boxer shorts with hearts on them because I don't think he wears pants.
I couldn't be bothered. I say I couldn't be bothered to dress myself today. I've got crippling depression.
If every single, like, avian character Disney has made cannot wear pants, I'm definitely making a cryptid that's not wearing pants. Pants are optional.
Yes.
Unless it's RimWorld. In that case, I don't care if you're a nudist, you're putting on this cataphract armor. I see that stat when I check on my colonists sometimes, like, oh, I'm a nude. Like, this clothing is so constricting. I'm like, would you like to bleed out after getting shot? Because guess what? If the enemy shows up, you're going on the wall. Either that or you're getting in the tank.
Going on the wall, like, to defend it or being nailed to it?
No, to defend it. Because it's like, as soon as like, an enemy shows up in RimWorld, I'm like, all hands on deck. Like... If you're combat capable, you're getting a gun. If you're not, you're going to be dragging people to the med bay and patching them up.
That kind of shows my thinking. It's like, if you don't get up there, if you don't put the cataphract on, you're going on the wall. I imagine you just nail them to the wall. Like,
no, I reserve that for the colonists that decide to have a tantrum, and then their first thing that they decide to destroy is, like, all of my components.
Oh yeah, don't forget he's got a beaver tail.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does need a beaver tail. Actually, my RimWorld game gets pretty interesting nowadays because I have the vehicles expanded mod in that, and that's pretty great. Because now I have main battle tanks.
And guys, remember,
Yes.
try. The game continues.
What?
Our Thronebreaker.
Oh right. We do have to pick our game back up.
Yes, I'm
Is that
excited.
this Friday? Yes.
Yes. You forgot.
I forget a lot of things. You're not special.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
So very special.
But I'm a widow.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
Get crazy with the cheese whiz.
So, usually when they put an animal that's like the franchise mascot, it's the animal that they serve you. So what the hell are we eating here?
Sir, I don't know how to tell you this. All of the food is spiked with LSD. So
Well, you
you'll
know
be
what? All
seeing-
those. What do you think we do with all the dead kaiju that keep turning up?
Oh, I am 100% convinced that they turned Godzilla into Wagyu beef after they killed him.
I mean,
Like-
wouldn't that cause radiation poisoning?
Yes.
I mean, people eat fugu. People eat fugu. I feel like
I'm
someone would be
not
like,
gonna say.
you make a dish look appetizing enough, someone's gonna be like, I'm gonna try that.
It's spicy. That feeling like your tongue's melting, that's just the spices, son.
It's not great, not terrible.
Harry
Is this what you mean
Keratops
by-
Jurassic Jambalaya.
Is this what you mean by the belly button thing? Andy? Also, I just realized, hold on. Isn't it fun what you can do with just like a few lines?
Yep. And I know that was supposed to be just like a face printed on the apron, but it started making me think of like Quilquane the Unclean from Final Fantasy Tactics, where it's this big corpulent Lovecraftian monstrosity with a mouth on its stomach.
I'll take your word for that because I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
Hmm. There's a reason you guys don't trust me with the heads.
Oh, that's right. He needs I need to give him a ladle because he's turned into a pot.
I'll go say to ladle and put like a giant like cauldron underneath,
You got it, buddy.
maybe with like a bunch of hands sticking out. Like,
Actually, you get out of my head, Andy. Jesus.
no, it's my turn with the brain cell.
No, Mom said it's my turn.
You like brain cells, don't you, Andy Van?
Yes, they taste delicious.
Just little crab claws, like, ah, fuck.
They're my kin, but that's all right. That tastes good all the same.
I sell my mother for a plate of gumbo.
This is how we keep I say this is how we keep a population in check, boy.
It's a modest proposal, my boy.
If you're too slow to get caught, you deserve to be ate.
Also, nice reference to a modest proposal.
I'm glad you caught that. I was hoping somebody would.
Well, I did study quite a bit of English history in college.
Karen Derpshire says, apron design idea. Irradiate the cook.
Irradiate the cook.
This has potential.
It does. I also thought of something horrible. Riz the Gizzler
You-
instead.
No.
I don't know
You'd
why.
never think of anything horrible.
You know what? I'm gonna blame Whacker for this. I'm gonna blame Whacker for this because he keeps saying the skibbity toilet shit to me, and it's just like it's taking root in my brain. He's done this.
Damn it. I hate it when I'm going to take a picture of my cat's doing something weird and they move right when I'm about to take it.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time when it comes to
One
cats.
was just sitting on top of the other, like pinned her down, and I was about to take a picture and then they moved.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yep.
Pudding is not the most photogenic of cats. Because he doesn't know how to sit still.
When I see people take pictures of their cats, I'm like, what do you like? You know, are those real cats? You put them on like sleeping pills or something, get their eyes like sticked open.
I mean, Yogurt can sit pretty well, but Pudding is very much like a restless cat. Like, he likes to welcome me at, 4 in the morning.
No,
And he
Nuke
doesn't
the
sit
chef.
still.
That's better.
There you go, Nuke the Chef works. I like to think he's like a chef in like a post-apocalyptic like Gamma World setting or something.
He's like a mutant.
Yeah, it's like the one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sort of story where it's like post-apocalyptic, like there was like a mutation bomb or something that was set off that mutated everyone in the world.
Yeah.
There's like an animation of it, I think. I don't know my turtles.
Malthusianism. Malthusianism. No. Okay. Nuke the stew.
Nuke the Stew. That sounds pretty good too.
Chickens, we ain't got them no more. We got chunkins.
They're like chickens, but they're fatter.
Ain't got no wings, but they got 37 legs. Still good eating.
There we go. I don't know if I've said this before. I probably honestly have because I repeat myself a lot, as my wife likes to remind me. But I told you guys my one professor in college said I wasn't very good at drawing, right?
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
I felt like he was probably kind of a bit of a sphincter.
Yes, he was, because I just had the thought that I'm here drawing something that could definitely work as a logo, and I just every time I draw something good, I'm just like, suck it.
Yeah, now who's live streaming drawing Cannibal Kaiju, which sounds like
we haven't
name.
gotten to the cannibalism yet.
Yeah, that's once we kind of boil our audience into it a bit more.
Yeah,
also,
yeah. We got to get them so they're seasoned with the experience.
So this is probably going to lead to a tangent, but Brewster Buffalo said chickens with human faces, and that reminds me of one of the SCP,
Oh, God.
like chicken people.
Yeah.
So
those
what's the
were
story
fucking
with
horrifying.
them?
Here, I will, as the resident SCP obsessed creep.
That's true. You
I
know
used to
way
listen
more
to that
about
stuff all the
SCPs
time.
than I
It's
do.
been a while.
I don't really
Yeah.
know
It's been a
SCP
while
lore.
since I've
Been a while.
been
God damn it, Andy!
reading SCP.
I did that earlier. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it anymore today. And then you just got me into it. Everything I could. Motherfucker.
I know you said that you wanted to be underwear, but to be honest, this guy would be wearing cargo shorts.
I mean, we could easily make them cargo shorts. Here, observe. I shall do it in 2 easy steps. And now I've got stained in my brain, so thank you for that.
To be honest, I think he wear cargo shorts and like Hawaiian shirt with the apron over him.
Okay, so here we are.
I can see a Hawaiian shirt, yeah.
Description: SCP-3199 denotes a species of sapient Category 5 biological entities of currently indeterminable origin. Their tissue samples indicate the presence of silky chicken, chimpanzee, stoat, mussel, adder, and human DNA.
I hate the term silky chicken.
Yeah, they are typically hairless, stained with a thin layer of albumin-like excretion. Now, what is albumin again?
Is that like ambergris?
Egg white.
Oh.
So their skin secretes egg white, or something like it.
That is
And,
fucking gross.
and stand at an average of 2.9 meters. They weigh, on average, 780 kilograms for a matured instance and 360 for a hatchling. Autopsy has determined that the cervical vertebra of a mature instance are composed of cartilage rather than bone. This enables the neck and throat to twist and dislocate to around 340 degrees in either direction, aiding their unusual reproductive cycle.
I hate
They are
this.
They are opportunistic hunters engaging with live subjects within a currently unidentified radius that has been amended, within a radius of 0.6 kilometers surrounding the hatchlings that have not yet reached full adolescence. Average speed is about 25 kilometers per hour. On contact with human or animal subjects, SCP-3199 will proceed to redacted, liquefying internal organs and bone structure. A suitable cadaver is then transferred within range of the closest hatchling. And it goes on, but yeah. And they, I think they determined that it was an attempt to create a rapidly breedable food source for another SCP. But yeah.
That's interesting. I'm still
I like
getting over
SCP way too much.
the rotating cervix part there, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about SCP that I'm always occasionally, like, raising an eyebrow at, like, really?
What do you like in a partner? Body horror?
You know, there was only one redacted in there too.
Well, at least up
Yeah.
to the point that I read.
Yeah,
I can imagine that
Yeah,
gets,
that's
pretty
what I got.
graphic.
That it was some sort of like somebody. I got the impression that someone made this.
Oh, I don't
Isn't-
doubt that, yeah. What's like,
Isn't there like?
you know...
Isn't there an underlying theory that there's like a Lovecraftian factory that they built that just makes a bunch of abominations that like a bunch
Oh,
of
that's one of the 001 proposals.
Huh.
So no, that's not like even a theory. That's part of one of the possible timelines.
I don't really know much about the SCP lore, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
SCP, in my opinion, is supposed to be basically like campfire stories. It's like, okay, campfire horror stories told with the medium of a report that's usually like, oh, redacted, like.
It's supposed to feel like X-Files in that way.
Yeah, and it's supposed to tell you. It's not supposed to tell you like, or the emphasis on it is how to contain it, not how dangerous it is, but how easily contained it is. So you can have a book that could destroy all existence if someone opens it, but if it could just be locked in a chest, it would be considered like
Safe. That's
Safe.
the term they use.
But if there's a chicken that is blue, and when you look at it, it makes you see everything blue, but for some reason, we just can't contain this thing. Like, we put it in a box and it disappears, it would be considered like Kepler or something.
It's Euclid
know,
or Keter, with
I know
Keter
how to
implying
ruin it.
Kipit.
I know how to ruin SCP for people, and I'm not sure how I would do this, but just have
course,
all
I
the
could be
SCP.
wrong.
I just want all the SCP entries to be narrated by Chills, which, if you don't know who that is,
Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce.
This creature, if you look at him, he goes into a berserk rage, and no matter where
The
you
Burger
are, he'll
King foot
find you.
burger.
I mean,
Did you know that he was in an
I've
episode
heard-
of Smiling Friends?
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, because
What I can tell,
I know
guys-
the guy. I mean, I followed like Oni and all those guys like on YouTube, and they referenced him a lot. Sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
Did you know? Go ahead and put a little creature in the pot right there. A little creature. There.
Bubble, bubble,
Did you-
toil and trouble.
Did you like my Psycho Pebbles impersonation?
Oh, that was Psycho Pebbles? God.
You little creature.
Like, used to watch him and Oni. Like, Leo and Satan. I watched that shit, like, a lot.
Oh yeah, I used to watch them all the time. I haven't watched that much of them lately.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of YouTubers
I mean,
I used to watch.
I'm
all the
glad
time,
that they
like,
finally have... I'm glad they finally have an actual show that's on TV and stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't.
Aaron of Derpshire says every time someone mentions rapidly breeding food creature, I just think of the manga Biomeat. I'll have to look into that.
I don't know if I
Oh.
want to know what that's about, because I just...
Well, I'm waiting for
I-
them to grow like basically eggplants, but it's like a steak, like meat eggplant.
See, I would be all for eggplants if that's what it grew. I don't like eggplant. Like, if people like eggplant, that's fine. You know, you do you. I'm sorry, I just can't get past eggplant. Like, I've tried it a few times and it's not for me.
Yeah.
Wait,
If I was gonna go vegetarian, I would probably do like bean-based stuff because I do like a good bean burger.
I thought you were gonna put a watch.
Beans.
I thought you were gonna put a watch on him.
Oh, I mean, I could. I actually wanted to give him like hairy arms.
Flintstone arm here.
Yeah.
Bronto
Again,
burgers.
It's so much fun when you could do with just a few lines. It's just like, that's just a zigzag, but it's just like hairy arms.
Yeah.
There's a book I have on my shelf from college called Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. Because I actually, a fun little thing, which kind of got me into where I'm at now, was I took a elective in college about comics, and it was really fun. But one of the books we had was that book, and it talks a lot about like the sort of stuff that goes into comics, and it's more involved than you think. Because I guarantee you, most of the time when you think of comics, you're just gonna think of superhero stuff. But you know what else is essentially a comic? Egyptian hieroglyphs. Like the idea of sequential art has been a part of human history since our beginnings, and it's just comics.
I agree with that.
Yeah, comics are just the modern sort of take on that.
There he goes, making his cave paintings again. Gorok, why don't you go outside and hunt like real men? Why you come in here with ash in your mouth and spray on your hand? It's not art. You just dirty cave. Now go
Father,
outside and hunt woolly mammoth.
Father, you do not know me.
Wow.
Why am I just picturing Nikolai? I don't know why, but I'm just picturing Nikolai Malthus for both of them.
I
It's
mean,
like every time I think of Clanners and BattleTech, I just think of Nikolai Malthus as everybody.
well, I mean, he is supposed to be like a propaganda character.
You know the movie Becoming John Malkovich? This is Becoming Nikolai Malthus.
Hey.
Nikolai Malkovich.
Oh god!
So what do you guys know?
Oh god! You know what I just pictured, Storm? I just pictured John Malkovich in a blonde wig being like, "Attention, Somerset!"
Oh my god.
So-
Biomeat. Nectar is the manga's full name. Okay, I'll have to look into
Ah.
So what do you guys? You guys probably know a bit about Godzilla, right?
a fair bit.
A bit.
So there's a reoccurring, like, you know, there's different universes and timelines, and there's a reoccurring thing called Monster Island where eventually they find a way to keep all the kaiju on one island, and they call it like Monster Island.
Yeah, it's
Is that-
basically a nature preserve.
Is that where like the
I love-
tiny
yeah.
ladies come from in the one?
No, that's from Mothra's Island.
Okay.
Yeah, monsters. I imagine like there is a Monster Island in our this little universe we have, and this is like the mascot for the food court that all the workers go to.
You know what? I could see it. I could see it.
It's not an actual kaiju. It's just a mascot that a bunch of kids like. You know,
Oh,
they
of
got
course.
the daycare kids because they're stupid enough to bring their kids to work to Monster Island.
I was
Sensible.
gonna say the Make-A-Wish kids, but yeah, that works too. Well, that's awkward.
Hmm.
I said make a wish, kids. You guys got real silent. I was like, oh shit.
Well, no, I was thinking like in what's that? Pacific Rim. They had some guys like geeking out over like which kaiju was cooler and all that, and one guy was like, "These monsters like kill hundreds of thousands of people, and you're like idolizing them."
I mean, I could see that actually happening. Because I mean, look at how often in fiction people root for the bad guys, or just like not even just that, but it's like the bad guys usually have the cooler shit. It's like G.I. Joe. It's like, yeah, Cobra's the bad guys, but they have all the cool shit.
Yeah.
They got the red lasers.
I think they actually had the blue ones.
Did they?
Or maybe they did have the red. I don't remember. It's been a long
I know
time.
Blue Laser is the name of the bad guy group for Homestar Runner's little thing.
That
Blue
that is
laser.
true. God, I need to go back on that. I need to go back on there and just like look at some Homestar Runner stuff. It's been a while.
It's been a
Hey,
long,
Krispy,
long
what are you
road.
glowing today? Oh boy, that looks wonderful.
I'm
Looks like
blowing
he's
kush.
blowing up something tasty.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He needs flowers for his Hawaiian shirt.
That Triceratops is the tops.
You sank my Jenga ship.
You know, I hope that he's cooking an all-vegan soup in there, but that crab claw in there doesn't really bode well for me. Oh.
No, I mean, he's a kaiju. He's making a soup out of vegans.
Oh, well that's different.
Kaiju, sir!
Jeez.
Yeah, there we go.
This is how you draw a dragon.
These are spirit fingers.
No, long pork dumplings.
Ah!
It's my favorite metal band.
Well, damn it, now I have to go write something.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Smithers. Yeah. Ooh, Steve Dales.
Let's see.
Yes.
Rooster Buffalo says 100% organic, free-range vegan gumbo. Mm-mm. You can taste the smooth and mellow veganism.
I don't want to know what's in vegan gumbo.
Makes you want to protest.
Also, probably a lot of drugs.
Oh, there's definitely mescaline in there.
Has an earthy taste to it.
That earthy taste is the LSD.
Guaranteed no testosterone.
Wow.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny. If you're in our vegan audience, if you're our vegan audience. Wow, I thought I saved this. That's weird. I guess I did. Hold on. Alright.
You know the little rings you got around his wrist make me think that he's wearing plastic gloves around his crab claws.
Well, yeah.
Gotta be healthy.
Gotta be
It's
safe.
required by the FDA. They're so strong, even the kaiju are scared of them.
I need to watch that Kaiju #8 show that came out recently.
Kaiju
I
number
read the
8.
manga. It was pretty good.
Yeah, so like I'm only going off of what I've seen in the trailer, so correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but it's like culture where they've come to adapt the fact that kaiju attacks happen into like the way they run the cities and such, so they actually account for these things.
Yeah.
And one of the guys who's part of like either a cleanup crew or a fighting crew or whatever gets turned into a kaiju.
Yeah, he gets
Interesting.
infected somehow.
And
Even
I'm guessing
Attack on
he like
Titan.
yeah, so I guess he ends up being like their savior kaiju rather than the evil one or something.
Yes and no, but like he's trying to keep it low down. And when they see him, they're like, "Oh, we gotta get him." But I don't want to spoil too much for him. But
Okay,
Don't
okay,
get
okay.
that big
Yeah.
for
I'm pretty sure you could guess the story. Like at this point, like we've read so much shit. Like they could tell you the title of something, you could probably guess the story almost.
With some
Yeah.
exceptions, yes.
Of course, with the thing about Japanese stories is sometimes it's like they take a really
Oh, it's
dark
not just
twist.
Japanese.
Like,
It's
oh, look at all these high school kids, having a good time, and oh god, they're killing each other. Oh god.
This is known,
Weird.
Khaleesi.
it's not just a Japanese thing. We do that plenty here. I had a realization the other day, and I feel kind of sad to say this, but it's just like I'm not excited for anything Star Wars related anymore. I mean, the stuff that I've liked previously, I'll certainly enjoy, but just don't really have any desire to engage in it otherwise. Which sucks to say because Star Wars was like a huge influence for me drawing and stuff growing up. But
Mhm.
it's just I just don't really want to interact with it just because and if people like the new Star Wars stuff, good on you. I mean, I'm glad you can enjoy it. I'm just not something I just want to really engage with. It just doesn't grab me like it
I
used to.
imagined he was going to be yellow.
I mean, I could make him more of like a yellowish like
No, I mean like
I kind of figured like that. You mean like I'd say that's pretty good.
like
yeah.
Agumon yellow, like
Agumon!
Well, Agumon's more of an orange yellow, like orange juice yellow.
Not gonna say what I was just thinking.
Oh, shut up.
I'll DM it to you.
a dangerous pastime, I know.
I just had a thought. I guess I could make his crab claws a different color than red. Because they're claws. You can tell what they are. So
Do whatever the hell you want.
you're right.
You can make them
damn right.
purple.
I'm a strong, independent artist. I don't need no man.
Brewster says,
It's kaiju. Influencers.
something, paying Crispy an exposure. Crispy gets angry. Ha ha.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
We
Last
have
time I
a
got-
formula.
I don't know what everybody's talking about. Last time I paid somebody an exposure, I got arrested and I can't go 500 feet near a school.
Andy, never change.
I'm still a little bit fucked up by the bit you came up with the other day involving Waldorf and what's his name?
God, one of them has a stroke.
Yeah, one of us a stroke, and then he just cut to the other guy just sitting there all sad and shit. And I was like, this is too fucked up.
Hey, Statler, you got anything to say about the show? No, not really.
Quinless delights in
No,
Quinless
nothing
delights.
to say?
Yeah, and then well, we fixed it last night because you said his ghost come back, and he's just like says something cursed.
I'd say this show's killing me, but I'm already dead. No!
Also, Quinless announces their love for your Rodney Dangerfield voice.
It is a pretty solid Rodney Dangerfield.
I tell you
I
what,
got-
the kid told me he wanted a rifle for his Christmas, so I got him one. He got me a sweater with a bullseye on the back.
God, that's too good, man. You do a really good Rodney Dangerfield.
Because I didn't go to school a lot, I had a lot of hobbies: drawing, editing, doing voices.
You could do voice acting, man. I believe you could.
I mean, you're on my short list for when the thing I'm working on is finally ready for,
If I ever get
doing the
to
thing.
Plus two, if you're telling me what.
if I ever get to a point where I'm doing stuff that I need voice actors for, I'm definitely tapping you. And Storm. And
Yeah.
Whacker can voice like whatever Jabba the Hutt analog I have.
Oh,
Shit, man.
Hello, Chum Wookie.
Who's here, Chum Wookie?
I'm sure Whacker's gonna love when
You
he
are
hears this.
scary good at that.
The laugh? Yeah, that laugh is very unsettlingly good. I mean, I'm not surprised that you could do it because I know you, but still. If I ever need to make a ransom tape, I'm going to be like, can you record something for me? No.
I did a recording for a Techie one time where it was Droopy as a drone operator.
Oh, God!
5 actual, target guy.
Oh, God!
I need to redo it and edit in the background where you hear like the hum of a propeller, like.
If
And then, like when the guns go off, you hear like.
I need to learn how to edit so I can shitpost, but I just had the thought of having you voice the lines of Colonel Kurtz at the end of Apocalypse Now, but as Droopy Dog.
The horror.
Jehovah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
No, that's Kilgore.
What's in the box, Goofy?
Yeah!
I liked what you had. I was jealous.
If I could animate, I'd be making that. Gorsh?
My favorite
Gorsh.
color is blue, like the barrels I keep in the basement.
Oh, God.
By the way, do you know where I can get quick lime?
Wow.
I hate his liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
We don't need eyes where we're going.
Concern.
What's that actor's name? Like Jurassic Park in that movie?
Oh, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Replace him with Goofy in the Mouth of Madness.
I'm not saying I want to draw that right now, but...
We should watch that movie together one day.
Event Horizon?
No, Mouth of Madness.
I don't know if I've seen that one, actually.
It's very Lovecraft. It's very Lovecraft.
I think it actually is based off of a Lovecraft story, because that sounds like a title of his.
It's
no,
based on Lovecraft and Stephen King. They kind of like merge them into one person.
You're thinking of Into the Mountains of Madness.
That's what
I'm
I'm
talking about the Mouth of Madness.
No, I'm saying Crispy is thinking of Into the Mountains of Madness.
Oh yeah,
I
Mouth
mean,
of
I wouldn't be
Madness is-
surprised
yeah.
if the title was inspired by that.
yeah. That movie, I think that movie's cursed because like every time they try to make it, it's like. Though, from what I understand, The Thing is kind of based off it loosely.
Probably. I think the thing is based off of a sci-fi short story, or maybe I'm thinking. I know Alien is because I.
Well, the
I
funny
read
thing
it.
is that Lovecraft did a lot of sci-fi short stories.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, no, I have
No,
his
yeah.
a book of his on my shelf behind me.
One
And,
of them is like the heavily deformed cousin or brother that's locked up in the attic, and when he comes out, he like,
the Dunwich Horror.
yeah.
Yeah. Lovecraft, he was an interesting dude.
I was actually looking for some like a first-person survival Lovecraft horror game. Like, There's a game that came out. I forgot the title of it, but it's basically This War Mine, but zombies. And
Well,
it's
they
all
have
really
Call of Cthulhu as a first-person game, but I don't think it's very good.
Actually, everyone in chat, if you're interested, look up there. There's someone's working on a first-person survival of War of the Worlds, where all the tripods are coming up and they're stumping around. They're gonna zap you.
Yeah, that does look really
Baron
interesting.
Baron of Derpshire says the apron should be radioactive yellow.
I could do that.
Do you think you could draw like a little cartoonized mushroom cloud on it?
Oh yeah, that's easy. Let me just color the beaver tail.
Or maybe
Actually, I'll make it.
I might be asking. You know, his tail kind of looks like a steak.
Don't worry about it, Andy.
If you can combine a mushroom cloud and a chef's hat, like a chef's hat, but with a little ring around, like a bit of it. Of course, to be honest, the way it is now is pretty good.
Well, here, let me color it. I have an idea of what I want to do for the rest of it, but let me color it.
Backseat artist. Don't you hate them? Wow.
I mean, I'm always open. I'm open to constructive feedback, but if somebody's like gonna, well, actually, about drawing stuff, that's different. But
oh God, it's highlighted yellow. Oh,
hell yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. You know, no, it needs to be a bit brighter. There we go. There we go.
Isn't this appetizing?
Y'all
Now you
want
gotta-
hors d'oeuvres?
Don't forget to draw the top of the ladle above his claw. And
Oh
don't forget
yeah.
to color in the crab.
Okay, Mom.
And then do your homework and feed the dog. And put out
Oh,
the
you
dog
don't-
and put in the cat. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Yakety yak. Yakety yak. You know what? I hope, if I eat here, I hope that's playing in the background. This guy's diner would have that kind of music playing.
Yeah.
As you eat your green soup with an eyeball looking up at you. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's looking real good.
Hey, okay, I got one more thing to add.
What?
A tentacle coming over the lip, either of the spoon or of the crock pot. Oh yeah, they took a picture. They got a picture of a juvenile colossal squid.
Where was it at?
Where was it at? Let me check.
If you
I
said
think it was
Japan-
somewhere in the Pacific.
It was April 16th this year. Near the South Sandwich Islands and South Atlantic Ocean. Swimming at a depth of 1,968 feet, or 600 meters.
Wow.
While the colossal
world's
squid is thought to grow up to 23 feet, or 7 meters long, and weigh as much as 1,110 pounds. Oh, thanks, Cat. Well, there goes the article. Bye!
It's okay. They were your ad block. We're gonna get like 20 ads in like 5 seconds.
But yeah, it looked pretty big, and it was like translucent. Like,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure at that depth it doesn't need melanin and it's.
it'd be kind of
skin.
funny if like giant squids were actually like see-through most of the time. Like, that's why you can't
I
find
mean-
them.
It wouldn't surprise me if they are a bit see-through.
A lot of creatures down there are.
Yeah, because it's like you don't
I wouldn't
need
say,
to
like,
worry
all of
about
them.
UV rays, so it's like why worry about having
I still like that. It's like we meet aliens. They're like, "Why did you go to explore space when you haven't even mapped out the depths of your oceans?" Like, fuck that. There's scary shit down there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at this guy. He's looking great.
Oh, God, like, imagine like hardcore Lovecraft fans in the Star Trek universe, like
Oh god.
a Lovecraft book club with just a bunch of different aliens, like an Androdian and
I think that's just Dead
a
Space.
Vulcan, and just
Mm.
and then they're the actual cultists. Like, oh god,
I mean,
I
Star Trek has flirted with that at times, but never
No.
full tilt.
hold on. I will be right back.
But no, like there are some episodes of Star Trek that definitely border on the Lovecraftian.
okay, so Brewster Buffalo said some ocean is hard to explore in space. Some places vacuum is easier to deal with massive pressures. You've seen Gurren Lagann, right? But-
Grenlagon?
Yeah, Gurren Lagann. Yeah, right. You remember
Yeah.
how like there are parts like they go to parts in space where it's so the pressure is like massive, like deep ocean massive. Like for some reason,
I mean, I seem to recall that, yeah.
like I wonder if there's like swirls and swells of like different pressures and different like almost different physics like going on in places in the universe. Like you've seen like pictures of like ink colors and oils swirling around, like they don't merge, but they kind of like float around each other and like twist and twirl with one another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was listening to some physicists and astronomers on YouTube that talk, and their kind of whole thing is to relate things downward so that, people can understand. And they are also all big sci-fi nerds, so they also use that as kind of point of comparison. And one of the things that they were talking about was how our concept of physics may be somewhat region-locked. Somewhat bound up in the total sum gravity of, like, a specific galaxy. So the ambient gravity of our galaxy allows for physics to function a certain way, but that could possibly start to alter the further away you get from, say, like where we... Yeah.
Imagine like the rules of physics like change once we pass that like that barrier around the sun. Like there's like this big shell around the solar system.
Hmm.
I think the Voyager just passed it, or one of the, or both of them did. I don't know.
That I have not read up on. I'm a little behind on my science-ness.
I don't know. I'm back by the way.
Wait till we go to Europa and there's like Leviathan, like ocean whales deep underneath the ice.
I mean...
Oh, I could see that.
Yep. Q Whacker being like, well, actually...
Oh, Whacker needs to grow a sense of imagination.
We got shit.
Anyone that says there's not intelligent life out there in the universe, I don't think they understand the scope of the universe.
I can guarantee there's no intelligent life, or that there is intelligent life in the universe because they haven't made contact with us.
Oh.
That we know of.
I mean, there is.
I don't
the
really
Dark
subscribe
Forest
to the
theory.
ancient. I don't subscribe to the whole ancient aliens thing where it's like, aliens built the pyramids, but I would not be surprised if they've at least come by in our, in our past that we don't know about.
Yeah.
What if they made regular contact with us, but then they had some sort of falling out in the Galactic Union, and then they had a galactic civil war, and then because they're still recovering from it, they haven't been able to make contact with us to some shit like that.
Oh shit, man.
Like, you see that picture where, like they had the triangles and the spheres, like, having a war in the sky, like, in, like, 1867 or something, in France or something? Man.
I mean, you joke, but
There is a picture. Yeah, there is that picture.
I do wonder about that sometimes, because you see stuff in, like, old art, like medieval art or whatever, where it's just, or even further back in history where they reference stuff in the sky, and it makes you think.
Oh, Itamu says sci-fi is relative. SNES Slapboy says, I agree, sci-fi is my uncle, twice removed. To which Itamu says, he's your uncle. I'm your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
Oh my god.
Brewster says heliosphere is wild.
I need to look up Pinhead real quick.
I will say that's one of the tropes I'm less fond of in our media, which is the idea of, like, oh, aliens think we're stupid. Because a lot of times I feel like that's just human beings reflecting on how much they don't like, whatever.
Oh, we are absolutely horribly self-judgmental creatures.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I feel like if they're able to travel that far, they're willing to understand, even, like, let's say we're, like, super primitive compared to them. They're probably willing to understand that we're primitive compared to them. Primitive does not mean stupid, it means primitive. We haven't ascended to some level yet.
Hold on. I think the trope that I get sick of in sort of relation to that is the idea where aliens come here like, mankind is a virus, mankind is horrible to their planet. I'm like, I guarantee you, if there's any sort of intelligent life elsewhere in this universe, they have absolutely made similar mistakes as humans have.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that humans are the only ones making mistakes, I think, is complete bullshit.
Yeah, and again, I think it kind of comes from the same branch of, like, cynicism and edgy boy thinking that, like, Rick and Morty comes from.
Which, don't even get me started on that. I hate that stuff.
Hate it all you like. No, seriously, like, hate it all you like.
The hate flows through you. Makes me more powerful. Yes.
It'll be very painful for you. Alright, now comes the interesting part of how do I turn Droopy into Pinhead.
Very carefully.
I can do this. I have the technology.
Hey man, I found this cube, man.
My shit.
You might not recognize the wolf that's in like 2 cartoons of his.
Music's reminding me a little bit of Unreal.
I mean, the Cenobites are pretty much just S&M demons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, lore mess.
The ultimate pleasure of pain. You know what? Hold on. Gotta give him baggier eyes.
Droopy, are you doing a Pinhead costume? No, I tried to sniff a porcupine's asshole.
I feel like aliens about to meet humans for the first time in diplomacy. Now, as their cultural expert here, I know some of you have read up and are familiar, but I do want to tell you, do not reference that TV show of theirs, The Jersey Shore. No matter how funny it was to us, they're ashamed of it.
Oh, see, I just figured, considering the amounts of documents I've seen online, just, I figured that the aliens would probably get like an STI refresher course before they meet up with humans. Because, I mean, just going off of most sci-fi I've seen, I feel like when the first contact's gonna get really interesting with people's proclivities.
I had an idea of like what happened was aliens like started watching our media, and then like some of them started getting addicted to it and becoming couch potatoes, and then more, and then like their whole galactic civilization collapsed because they're too busy watching our shit.
This just goes back to Rail's whole thing about aliens coming here to get our memes.
They're harvesting us for our memes, man. Our memes.
They're
Meme
pretty
harvest.
good.
Meme time.
That's an interesting sci-fi original channel movie title. Meme harvest.
The memes,
That
man.
does sound like that, doesn't it?
It do be like that sometimes.
I haven't watched anything on. I haven't watched TV in years, so I don't know what sci-fi is
same.
doing.
Is sci-fi still even
Everyone's
around?
done. Is MTV even around still?
Yes,
I
it
don't
No,
is.
know.
MTV doesn't do music in the past like 2 decades.
Oh,
No,
absolutely
MTV
not.
is still around.
I know
Celebrating
it's like
it.
channels.
Celebrating probably, I think it's 44th year, which makes 4 years of music.
I want my MTV. If we did a re-thing of that video, I'm pretty sure I'd be the short fat guy. Who would be my tall skinny guy? Would that be you, Storm, or would it just be me and Storm?
many
Wait,
characters are in that?
repeat the question.
So let's say that we, for shits and giggles, we redid the Dire Straits video, one of the first 3D animated videos ever done.
Oh yeah.
Like, but it would be like me and you singing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them yo-yos. That's the way to do it. They play the guitar on the MTV. Look at it. Banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Yeah. Look at that lady. Stick it in the camera, man. Look at it. Look at
I had a
that.
hard time drawing Droopy Dog's feet. They're fucking weird.
I'm Hammer Toe. Don't make fun of me. Oh, I almost went too far.
Mama said I had magic shoes.
I almost said something bad.
Oh, we don't do that here.
Don't make fun of me, you bigot.
You ableist. No.
But he had a trench coat, right?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Actually, that works out. That makes my life a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, what was the joke? Someone said to ask Crispy to draw the crow being stabbed by a tonberry.
No.
Is that reference to what happened with Brandon Lee?
Kuzra was saying the antagonist from The Crow being stabbed by a Tombury.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Because,
is that a reference to what happened with Brandon Lee on The Crow, or?
No, because in Final Fantasy, Tombury's like they have kind of mixed lore because Final Fantasy isn't always clear about its lore. In fact,
No, that
often
doesn't
isn't.
seem possible.
But in some Final Fantasy games, Tomburys are described as spirits born from the resentment of those who betrayed them or from the resentment of a grudge. And so he was saying, like, so what if we made, like, a Tombury based on the Crow and have him fighting, or the Tombury trying to kill the villain from the Crow?
Wait a minute. Pulls the mask off of Hirono Sakaguchi. George Lucas! You got me. Oh.
I wanted to put Jar Jar in The Crow, but they wouldn't let me.
Jeez, no.
Why do you think Final Fantasy X is so familiar, guy? 12.
Misa feel like a big worm on a motherfucking hook.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He's got like an open chest almost with this. This is weird.
I mean, you don't have to draw that part.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like just a few details that I can add in here, just so I can give it more of
Just
a...
start giving them like Kingdom Heart levels of belts.
Oh God. I
Wait,
hate
that's
Kingdom
zippers.
Hearts, if I'm honest.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please.
That's it.
Go.
Okay, that's not where I thought this session was going.
Where'd you think it was
You
going?
said that, and my cat went like you like to agree with you. How tempted are you to make the cube into a Rubik's Cube?
Yes.
Did you know all you gotta do is peel the stickers off?
I feel like that eliminates the point on some level.
Shut your fucking mouth. That sounds like something a bitch would say. This looks like, okay, he kind of looks like he's just wearing a skirt.
I'd fuck me, would you fuck me?
It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the memes again.
Oh God. Okay, this does look like a skirt. Damn it.
Oni-chan, I'm gonna be late for school.
Shut-
Give me the toast.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh god. We're kind of terrible. You all realize that, right?
Oh, I figured that was established.
Hey, Pharisees. Pharisees, you joined in to a discussion including kaiju, the physics of space, voice acting, using Droopy for scenes he was never meant for,
Yeah.
artistic theory, cryptids, and SCP.
Oh my god.
We kind of did some art in between.
Crispy, you know what song would go good with this drawing when you finish it?
What?
I hurt myself today.
Yes.
To
Absolutely
see
yes.
if I still. You think I'm sad as a joke? I don't know what it's like to feel anymore.
I'm trying to figure out how I can turn this into something that does not look like a skirt. Okay, hold on.
The needle tears a hole.
What have I become?
Okay, Pharisees, send me a message, because now you have me heckin' curious.
I'm concerned. There we go. That looks a bit more like a trench coat, I think.
Mr. Jiggle says, howdy, Crispian folks.
Hello.
Hello!
I'm drawing Droopy as Hellraiser.
Sensible.
We've got
Kinda-
such sights to show you.
Kind of reminds me of Lizzie Borden.
And to think I hesitated.
Wow.
Wow. Moan Wilson, wow.
Man. I wonder if the actor who played Hellraiser is still around. I mean, we should
I
send
don't-
this to
I
him.
don't know. Oh my god. If I could get this to the guy that played Pinhead, I would shit. Like,
Hands shid.
it's like, oh man, it's
I
like
thought the
when
biggest-
my wife and I met the people that because we love the movie Velocipaster. If you don't know that movie, fucking watch it. It's on Amazon. It's great. It's really dumb, but it's great. But we were like so nervous to go up and talk to because we were at a Comic-Con where they were at the one time. And we were like nervous to go up and talk to them. And as soon as we walked up, because we were wearing like Velocipaster shirts, they got so excited when they saw that. It was just like, it was the best.
So Crispy.
Marilyn Manson toy store.
The beautiful.
But then he
people.
he removed his lower ribs.
Oh god! I was afraid someone was gonna bring that up. If you don't know what that is, well, it's all relative to the size of your steeple, so.
The ting!
Storm gets it.
I exploded.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought you just sneezed really aggressively.
No, I made a scream and then an explosion sound, and Discord saved your ears.
All right, so is it going to be a solved Rubik's Cube, or is it going to be a mixed Rubik's Cube?
I was gonna do a mixed one.
Okay.
Unless you want it to be solved, I could do that as well.
No. I was going to say, like, is it implied that solving a Rubik's Cube sends you to the Cenobite dimension?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of what I was going for, so yeah, we could do it solved. Makes sense. If somebody has the patience to sit through solving a Rubik's Cube, they're gonna love the unbridled pleasure of pain.
Oh boy, meat hooks.
That's my fetish.
My punctured skin is quivering in anticipation.
I hate everything you just said.
Oh boy. You don't like it when I say quivering in this voice, don't you?
No, I don't. I think it's rather disgusting.
Oh boy.
The safe word is Oklahoma.
What?
I took
Stay
that.
in your lane.
That's from Jackass. I had to come up with that.
Have you ever fired a firecracker out of your asshole before?
I plead the
Where is
fifth.
this conversation even going? Wait, has Pinhead Furby been made?
You know, I haven't made it, but I've seen it. Hold on.
That one has to be the one where its mouth is stretched open, and it's got no eyes.
I've definitely seen Pinhead Furby before.
Opa, ida
It is- well, it's not the one that I found, but hold on. Can I actually get a good... Oh, Instagram. Either way, there's some interesting ones you get when you look up Pinhead Furby, but I definitely remember seeing a picture somebody made where they kind of photoshopped Pinhead into looking like a Furby.
I mean, it sounds like a standard pastime for the youth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's probably better than other things to get into, like, I don't know, like play with a nail gun or something.
I feel like playing with a nail gun could be character building.
I mean, you say that, but I think of that Whitest Kids You Know sketch where they get the nail gun and the one brother gets shot in the head and goes to hell, and they bring him back with the Necronomicon, and he's like screaming about the things that he saw in hell.
Huh.
He's like, my dick split open and locusts flew out. It's like, you said that already. Well, it happened a lot.
Wow. Hey, Cookie Mama.
I'm not, this is a direct quote. I'm not even exaggerating.
So Cookie Mom asks what in the droopy dog and or what in the purple dinosaurs is she looking at and or hearing?
Well, the
Hellraiser
words-
droopy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. His proportions are kind of fucked, but I figured that's part of the ultimate pleasure of pain.
There you go.
Oh god, the whacker Cinnabon! Hold on. Hold
Here,
on.
I'll show you.
I-
I'll show you.
Oh no, I'm posting this direct. I just had an idea. I know how to end this because we have it. I'm pretty much. Oh wait, what? Oh, is it a stupid WEP file?
Oh, I linked it.
Hold on.
I'm trying to find the one with his mouth stretched. I think that'd be a good Furby one.
I need a. Oh, it is a. I hate these web P
sorry.
images. No, it's not your fault. Hold on. If you can find a JPEG of it, send it to me. But it's one of the it's the fat Cenobite with the goggles, and I wanted to put Whacker's hair on it before the end of the stream, but.
Sensible.
Yeah, you know. You know me, I'm nothing but sensible.
Save it, edit it, PNG. There we go.
Oh no, I know I can do that. I'm just.
No, I wasn't saying you. I was just saying that's what I can do.
I mean, if you want to do that, go for it. I'm drawing horrors. It's been a while since I've been a while.
It's been a while. God damn it.
It's been a
Dude,
long road.
It's a reflex for me at this point. Every time I hear it's been a while, just Stain starts playing.
Been a while since I've been
Oh my
off the
silver.
Rubik's Cube. It's been a while since I've had nails stuck in my head.
I will be right back, gentlemen.
And he was never heard from again. The wolves took him.
Peter, do you want it as a PNG or a JPG?
Oh God.
Always.
Andy, I swear to God. Every time I hear Family Guy, I die a little inside.
Alright, let me see. Did I do it right?
I just realized I'm making him look like a waffle.
Shit. I wanted to show you the one I think would have been good. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Chatterer. Okay, look up the Chatterer.
Oh, I know which one that is. He's got the mouth.
Yeah, that's it. Like, just
Man,
like
shit.
basically the silhouette of a Furby, but just like superimpose the Chatterer's face over it.
Yeah.
I return.
Yeah, I gotta give him all the... Yeah. Who was the one that came up with Hellraiser? Was that Eli Roth? Or was that Sam Raimi? I forget who came up with it.
This I know not.
I hope it's not Eli Roth. He made the Borderlands movie, and well, I hope nobody saw that.
Okay. There you go. There you go. That should be PNG.
Oh, there we go, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Look at this magnificent specimen.
just put a bubble on the side going, yeah, man.
Andy, get out of my head! Like...
I don't whack her twice straight.
That would be great.
How you doing, Storm Song?
We're such good friends.
I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit stressed out, just because I'm now like actually looking at what my doctoral path would look like, and that's
Oh, that's right. You're gonna be a doctor.
Like in 6 years if I do it right, but like that's the thing where it's like you have to, like, before you even start on your doctorate, you have to research the field until you know it upside down enough that you can have an idea of what has or hasn't been done. And then when you look at what hasn't been done, look at why it hasn't been done, and then figure out from that something you can do that hasn't been done. Do
I
it.
Discovered the brown note.
Oh, no, we discovered that a while ago. Technically, it's a yellow note, but in any event. I mean, technically, any sufficiently loud vibration could be a brown note. Cookie Mama says Wookiee took one look and said Furbrazer. And he said, Derpshire told us that Clive Barker was the director and writer of Hellraiser.
Oh, that makes so much sense if it's Clive Barker.
Now, let's see, where was... Oh, yeah. So, like, the thing I have to do then is become super familiar with computerized technology, including but not limited to AI, as it's applied in audio production and music production.
My condolences.
And then from there determine something that hasn't been done yet. Or I have to look into another program and go down the compositional route. What I'm trying to suss out of this, though, is job security and, knowing about programming and so forth as a musician is actually kind of a rare thing. So, like, it would definitely put me in a unique position. but I'm also actually having to do a lot of learning that basically requires me to not literally get another bachelor's degree, but kind of do that amount of research for myself. To tack it on top of my master's, and then...
That sounds like a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
God, if you're going for it, honestly, I hope it works out for you. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, damn.
Well, it's also why I said I'm in kind of consideration at the moment, because, like, this could literally be something where I have to say, like, no, I'm going to have to choose to go a different route. Like, I may have to look into doing my doctorate through another program. And if that's the case, then that, you know, becomes different, because with music, it's somewhat different than, say, it is with, computer science, which is where we were going to go with my original one. Because anything like computer science has to be a matter of innovation, whereas music can be a matter of theory or documentation. And yes, Booport is correct to say, man, comma, shit.
You're right. I forgive my poor grammar.
Yeah.
Man.
Man, comma, shit.
Oh man. This is a fine piece to end our stream on.
Indeed.
This is biblically accurate, Wacker.
Biblically accurate Reddit user.
Actually. I'm just talking about Reddit earlier because I was looking for alternatives to Pinterest because I don't want to use Pinterest that much anymore.
Make the Squidward nose bigger.
Oh no, I had to. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
How about Reddit? Pro tip: don't.
I was listening to somebody theorize about this stuff last night, someone in the Legion, I won't say the name. But they were talking about how what probably made Reddit what it is, you know, for good or ill, is that the platform is fundamentally free.
Yeah.
Versus paid for, whereas paid for platforms, people tend to, well, quite frankly, if they're going to pay for something, they tend to take more care of it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Whereas if it's a free platform, such as Facebook, Reddit, etc., people are willing to, you know, fling feces. It's basically the Costco model. Like, you're not going to go to a Costco and see the kind of shit you see at a Walmart.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because you never
And of course,
see,
not
like,
all Walmart. Yeah.
I mean, not all Walmarts are bad, but you definitely know that there's a bad Walmart when you see one.
Yeah. That Whacker-like substance has egg on his head, says Cookie Mama. Yeah.
I'm interested to see Butterball with like the Dr. Robotnik mustache on now.
Like Butterball the boxer?
No, that's the name of that Cenobite.
Oh, we can add a Dr. Robotnik mustache to it.
And actually, they reference him in Berserk because one of the four hands of God is made to look like him.
Dr. Robotnik?
No, the Butterball Cenobite.
I was gonna say. We can
And
definitely give him
wasn't
like
the
a
boxer
Dr.
Butter... Quinless
Oh,
wasn't the boxer
Butterbean.
Butterbean.
That's right, it was Butterbean, yeah.
And Digiman says, listen, I only use Reddit for magic, emulation, retro gaming, and a fictional universe where a race of purple Amazonian women who conquered the Earth, as we're the only planet with equal gender ratios, as the galactic standard is 7 to 8 women to each male.
I have some questions about that last one.
It only occasionally turns into... What?
I can imagine where it goes. Oh yes, look at him, he is a beautiful boy.
Sonic! Solve the cube, Sonic! Oh no, Eggman. I'm not going where you're going. Oh no! There's no chili dogs in that dimension, I bet. Oh, there's all the chili you can get here.
The ultimate pleasure of pain!
Tails is here.
Oh no.
Yes. He had his tail skinned.
Derpshire and Blackfire are both confirming that this is actually a real thing.
Oh, what? The thing that Digi's saying? Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts me.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I also just realized that I could also make him look like Stefan Amaris if I really wanted to.
Yes. We need to do Dr. Robotnik Whacker at some point.
I did do that last stream, I thought.
Did we?
Yeah, hold on. I'm pretty sure I did it last stream.
Oh, yes,
That's right.
I did.
I did it like that. I
With the
forgot to
rather
put the ball cap
unfortunate
on it.
headpiece.
I think I need to do a redo, if I'm honest. I think I could do a better Robotnik. I'll have to do that some other time, but for now, I think this gentleman here...
That looks more like the guy that pushed his son off the cliff in Tekken or whatever.
Oi, and I cannot emphasize this enough. They.
Let's see here. He's...
Now put Goku here.
Kame!
Wow. Haichi, says Zord.
Sura! I think I found my new profile picture for Discord. Oh, this is pretty great.
Now I'm gonna piss on the moon!
Hold on. I have more. I have more ideas.
This wasn't the suffering that Butterball thought he had to go through.
Remember how we started this stream? Be like, we're gonna be wholesome. We're gonna make like cute little cryptids today, and it's just like now we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh no! Whack.
It's
Crispy.
Yes.
Are you gonna put a shark bib on him?
I could.
That's Kublai Khan. That's Kublai Khan in a bib.
I got a gift to give you, Cameron.
If I draw this and Tex puts this in a BattleTech video, I am going to die laughing. I am going to die. I am going to vomit. I will fucking physically vomit.
Whackmaris the Usurper. Says
Was this?
Brewster.
Oh Jesus!
Doesn't he have like a ponytail or something?
Yeah, but I'm like, how do you show that with a head that with
You
this
just
much
have it-
girth?
I mean, you could have it stick out from behind him. Like, from behind the folds of his neck there.
So many folds.
Wait, no, he's not Hamaris anymore. He's something much worse.
What's
What?
that? Steven
Who's the
Seagal?
guy who thinks? Yeah, Steven Seagal.
Ah!
Oh God!
Oh my god, it is Steven Seagal!
Hamster! a dentist, hard-born, Steven Seagal, warrior, this rifle in me, the fish master. Sorry, that was my rendition of misheard lyrics of Wishmaster by Nightwish.
Oh, I thought you were singing a song that Steven Seagal came up with, because he has an album.
So the original lyrics, because it's a Finnish band, so like when they do English, there's some accenting.
Yeah.
Is master, apprentice, heart-born, seventh seeker, warrior, disciple in me, the Wishmaster. But then in the misheard lyrics that almost everyone was hearing at the time, it was hamster, a dentist, hard-born, Steven Seagal, warrior, this rifle in me, the Fishmaster. Because, yeah, misheard lyrics.
Yeah, there's ones I remember very distinctly from Smells Like Teen Spirit where it's like, turn the lights out at the steakhouse, here we are now, eating tables.
It was kind of funny because when Weird Al, he would generally ask the artist first if he was going to parody them.
Yeah.
And when he asked, what's his name? Kurt Cobain. Cobain's only condition was, don't make it about food.
I can't
Like,
say I don't
yeah.
blame him. Oh yeah. God, he looks so much like Steven Seagal now.
Wait a minute.
Brr.
Yeah. Digiman says the subreddit in question is r/sexy space babes based on the r/HFY humanity fuck yeah series of the same name by u/bluefish cakes.
Oh god.
That's his passport photos.
I feel like you just like uttered a spell at us with everything he just said, and we're gonna get like haunted by a creature.
Digiman is a very knowledgeable dude.
I just hope I don't have nightmares of this guy.
You know what? I look at this and I think of that one picture it's called Rafts. I think you know the one I mean.
No, I don't think I want to know either.
Just say it's an interesting choice of subtitles.
Yeah.
I want to make a wanted poster with this guy, just hanging around town, just to see if anyone notices.
I don't know why, but I want you to put on a bubble that says "Let's buy Disney."
Wait. Is this what what the fuck's the one guy that was a Disney executive's name?
Bob Iger?
Yeah, Bob Iger.
Yeah, Bob Iger.
Or is this Samuel Walton?
Possibly.
If anyone works at Walmart and wants to hang this picture up in place of Samuel Walton, I will give you a gift certificate to Applebee's.
Yes.
I'm not responsible for the loss of your job, but it will be for the meme. So.
Zork says it looks like it's making a puffer fist noise.
Oh, you know what? I did want to add this in, but this is the kind of shit I used to doodle in like textbooks and stuff.
Ah, so it's you.
No. What?
Just read everything Digiman said and then Zork's response.
Hold on. I forgot about the whacker picture. I just opened my... Huh?
Rookie Mama says no kink shaming.
Kink shaming is my kink.
My god.
Want it on my desk by tomorrow morning.
I think it looks better. What?
What inspired you to draw a Hollywood exec?
Honestly, Crispy, like if you remove the background for a second. Like, I feel like this is the beginning of a character you guys might meet in my game.
I have some questions about that.
Look, it's a space opera. You're bound to find at least one overweight crime lord.
Yeah.
I would
Probably.
picture the Spider-Man.
Like, if it's a sci-fi setting and there isn't at least one fat space gangster, I don't really want to play in that game.
You know, I'm glad that I managed to have the fat space gangster in my one sci-fi. His name was Don.
That's pretty great.
His name was... Yep.
Oh man. Well, on this wonderful portrait here, I think this is probably a good spot to end it because we are getting close to time. I hope everybody enjoyed our fun, stupid Tuesday stream as we always do. Thank you all for coming here today. And I hope everybody has a good rest of their day and rest of their week. So, and I also hope that people at least do a little bit of doodling this week. That'd be pretty great. I challenge everyone watching the stream to doodle at least one picture. Nothing crazy, it doesn't have to be super crazy, but just doodle something. It's kind of fun. At any rate, I will catch you all later. Y'all take it easy.
Have a good one. Be good to each other, and don't explode.